Let's talk show, and we are waiting upon the Lord. You are there, you are a youth, and you think waiting upon the Lord is for the old. Tonight we are challenged that you and me as a youth, we need to learn. We have no otherwise but just to wait upon the Lord. I know God's servant Noel as a woman of sincere love, virtue, and carrying the testimony of Christ. Her secret of waiting on the Lord, which she may not say, is that she seldom takes offenses, and thus God has done great things in her life. God bless her for being a blessing to me. This is Elder Isaac Simiyu.
Thank you.
He appreciates
thank you.
that you are of value, even in his very own life.
Thank you.
And maybe we will finish with a testimony. You will tell us how you have managed to wait upon the Lord. Especially this part he's saying, you rarely take offense. Now, before we just went for the break, we were talking about, we are told that God's answers are always three. So he either has said yes, or he has said wait, or he has said no. Now the yes part, we don't have a problem because we have believed when he says yes, we see the thing happening. But when it comes to wait and no, we have people who have prayed for maybe one particular thing for over 10 years. They're still praying. They don't know whether God said no or wait. Therefore, maybe you can just help as youths to know, how will we know that God has told us to wait and wait for this thing we have been praying for, or he has told us no so that we give up and look for something else?
Okay, a wait of God has a timeline. Yes, if God has told you wait, it has a timeline. It is not like man who can tell you that wait, then it reaches that day, he tells you, oh, I'm not ready to fund you, I'm ready to give you ABCD, I'm not ready for that action, I'm not ready. No, God is supreme and God is real. He is real. When he says wait, he means it. Yeah, there is nothing that he changes in his conversation between his child and him, because that child belongs to him, and he is the father to that child or that youth. So we have to know that a wait of God has a timeline, and God never lies. He's not like a man.
So when a given timeline has elapsed, then we can conclude and say the answer was no.
Not really, but the timeline is in between the yes, no, wait, and no. So it is God himself who controls that graph.
So how will I know that it is a wait? For example, I have prayed for something, the first month is done, the second month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and this particular thing has not come to pass.
Yes, you still have to have faith in the Lord that he will in due time fulfill it in your life. Because as you mostly when you are saved, another wait, a wait of God has expectations. You see, when he tells you, wait, it is full of expectations. You know that, oh God, you've told me to wait. I expect and I know that I have confidence in you that you will do it because you did for me that, and I know you are going to do it. So you will not waver in your faith, you will not change. You will stick there and wait until God administers to your life.
So you are there and you are waiting, you've been praying for something, and maybe a year has gone and two. If it is God's weight, we are told it has got expectations.
Yeah.
You are always anticipating for it to come. That you are always just waiting
Yeah.
that it manifests.
Yeah.
Now, maybe a personal question.
Yeah.
While you are a youth, did you ever maybe trust God for something that didn't happen immediately and you had to wait?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a youth, I trusted God that one day, one time, I'll get married in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I created a group of girls.
Mm-hmm.
We came together and made a prayer group of intercessors. We were praying for each other. That what do you want? I want
A husband.
a husband
Mm-hmm.
of such and such and such characters.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? Then we could pray. Then one time, and I was not very serious because I was not really ready. I just joined that group. The group we met, I just joined it as for fun because I felt like I'm still serving the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to get married right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was not next to me, that getting married. But when I saw my age mates, I said it is good to join them. Guess what? Within a very short time, I'm number one. Who was to get married? Who was to wait? And I was wondering, my God, I'm not very, very much really ready for this. How comes? This one is older than me, but she has not. Why, God? Now, how is it going on? But God answered me in a very fast way, and he gave me my husband, the one I have. Yeah, I told God, if he has come, now we'll continue. Then, in that fearing, I decided to run away. I was a supervisor in Nakuru. There was a cave called Tanai Joyous Cave. I was a supervisor. So I ran away from Nakuru. I left even my things there. Yeah, I came home. While home, in a short time, I applied in Tigoi Girls High School as a catress, and they accommodated me. Yeah, they given me that opportunity. I served there, and while I was there, I told God, God, it is you and me, and that other one I don't know. But if for sure he's the person that you want me to get married to, I want, after 2 years, to make him come where I am, to find me. And remember, I had no phone, no communication, no what, and I've run away. Guess what? One time, just after 2 years, the ones that I had proposed to the Lord, my husband came. The boy came. All the way, he was staying at Nairobi, all the way from Nairobi to Tigoi Girls High School. And also that day, and my elder sister, she works at Sheria House, Nairobi. She traveled the same day. In fact, I think they bought the same bus.
But they didn't know each other.
They didn't know each other. So my sister came. Oh my! And I was holy in my life. They knew I'm a character who does not. Yeah, I loved the Lord. You see. So now this one has come. Students came in my house and told me, Carter, that is Catres, you have a visitor. You have a visitor at the gate. I told them, okay, let me go and collect. I went. I found this man. That is after 3 years. Exactly. I told God, now what is this? What is happening? So when I took him to the house, and I was very worried. Now, what has this one come for? When I reached the house, another students came. They were sent by the watchman. Tell Catrice that she has a visitor. I told them, no, I've already picked the visitor. They said, no, that one is a lady. So I left this one in the house and went to pick my elder sister. My elder sister. So I was wondering, now, what am I going to tell my elder sister? And the way I've been walking a holy life, now what is this? What is all this? Where do I begin? Because I was shy of that, you see. Then my sister came. He found that man in my house. So I ensured that they are in the sitting room. I went, took some drink, gave them. Then I came for introduction. I told my elder sister, oh, this one, I told the man, this one is my sister. She's from Nairobi. And I told my sister, this one is called Evans Wafula. He's from Nairobi. He has come to see me. My sister said, oh, wow, okay. So I said, I introduced him as, this is the one who has a desire to join our family. That is what I told my sister. And she grasped it very fast. And she welcomed the man. And that was all.
Now, that is, you are waiting took like 2 years.
Yeah.
And God confirmed it. Do we have a specific duration of this waiting upon the Lord? Or how long can it be?
No, it depends on your listening from the Lord. If you listen to the Lord, you have to listen to the voice of the Lord. And you should be ready and be sensitive to his visitation, because he can come to visit you and you're not ready. You're not aware that the master has come. You see? So it depends. Yeah.
So your waiting can even depend. In other words, you are telling us we can be waiting upon the Lord. He comes and we misses out on the
Yes,
visitation.
of course. Because you are not sensitive. Yeah.
Are you sensitive enough to know the time of your visitation when the Lord has come? Or you are amongst them who might be still praying and praying and praying when actually their waiting was long overdue? We need to be sensitive so that we just know that I have been waiting upon the Lord for this, and it is now my time of visitation. So let us be focused. And sometimes I interact with youths, and you realize that there are decisions they just make. And there are decisions, there are steps you ask them and they'll tell you, I'm waiting upon the Lord. Do we have specific aspects of our lives where we can wait upon the Lord, or we need to wait upon the Lord in each and every aspect of our lives?
Okay, we need to wait upon the Lord in each and every aspect of our lives. Yes, but mostly there are these just waiting for him is very, very important. Because when you patiently wait unto him, for sure he will come fully in your life and he will bless you. Because you've been exercising faithfulness, as you wait unto him. You've been exercising praying. You've been exercising all good things that can impress this master. So as you wait, do good things.
every aspect of our lives, we need to wait upon the Lord.
Yeah.
So you are there, and maybe you think, I will only wait upon the Lord when I want to marry or to get married. But when I'm looking for a job, I can just decide on my own.
Yeah.
Or when I want to change location, I want to move from this town to another one, I can just Google and see which town is good. And no, we are being told that in each and everything that concerns us as youths, we need to patiently wait upon the Lord.
Yeah.
I have grabbed my portion. Love overcomes those who mock us while waiting. Being blessed by Mam Noela, a woman of great wisdom. This is Bill Ezra Kutiri, all the way from Sabatia, Vihiga County.
Thank you.
Bill, for having tuned in.
Thank
it is
you,
actually a challenge,
Yeah.
and such a great honor to have such a great woman of God
Thank
even
you.
talk to us. You realize that, Mam Noela, there are situations whereby I have prayed for something. It's something very urgent.
Yeah.
I need an urgent decision. I need to make a very fast decision. I have prayed and trusting God that He just tells me, Venancy, this is it, walk on this path, or turn left or turn right, or just continue with this one. But He seems to be silent, and it's a decision that is urgently needed. What do I do?
Okay, that one, it will force you to emphasize on listening unto the voice of the Lord. Dwell in His presence. Yeah. And you know, when you embrace the presence of the Lord, you are blessed from above. Your blessings are not hindered in any way. Yeah. So continue praying and listening unto the Lord. Yeah. Because when you listen unto Him, for sure He will do marvelous things unto you. And you will not miss a mark. Yeah.
So it means sometimes we are praying, but our ear is not inclined to hear.
Yes, there is that, there's no, that intimacy is not there. But you as a youth, you have to create that intimacy with the Lord. That connection, and connection, you connect. Let that bond not be broken with anything, but connect that bond with the Lord and speak to Him. God hears.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are there, and maybe you are just you urgently need to make a decision, and you say, I have prayed and God is not speaking. Probably He's speaking, but you are not listening. And you know, actually as youths, we are always in a hurry. We are always surrounded with so many voices. And I'm tempted to believe that it's true. Yeah. Sometimes we have prayed, but because of the noises around us that we are concentrating on, they make us to miss out on the voice of God. Yeah. Are you there and you have been there wondering, I have prayed and I just want to make a decision, but it is not coming through. I just want to do something and God is not listening. And sometimes we make decisions and we end up making wrong choices just because maybe we were not patient enough, or maybe we just did not, we were not just keen enough to hear what actually God is saying. And then we end up complaining and making wrong decisions. So even just before we conclude, I said you will just share shortly, how do you manage, like it was a comment from Elder Isaac that you can I call it a pro? You are a pro when it comes to waiting upon the Lord, and one of the secrets is that you take no offenses. How do you manage that? You know, we are in a world full of hurts and offenses. How do you manage to still remain waiting upon the Lord, patiently waiting upon the Lord, and at the same time taking no offense?
Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, as a child of Christ, as a child of God, you should walk the word. You should speak the word. You should live the word. As in, your life is the word. And you should not desire to go astray in any way, but you should desire to impress the Lord by doing good things. You see? So there is this situation by which maybe you are hurt or I'm hurt, and I don't take defense. I don't struggle in any way. Okay, the secret I use, number one, is I pray for you, not for bad, but I pray that the love of God in between me and you, that I may continue loving you. That is number one weapon I use. Because I know it is not you who is offending me. It is the devil is using you to hurt me. And therefore, I should not give the devil a hand and support him to continue harassing you to hurt me. You see? Yes, because I know it is not that you want to hurt me, but the devil is using you. Yes. So I pray for love. I pray that I want to love Venancy. I know this child belongs to you, oh God. I know you are the Lord who created this daughter of yours. And the devil has come. You see?
Wow.
To cheat on her, or rather to use her in a way that you do not want. You see? So I pray that love in between me and you. Even if you will not love me, I will love you with the love of Christ. Because love is the first commandment in the Bible that we should adhere to. Number two, another way that I use to guard my life so that I don't take defense is that I take care. I tell God to take care of my heart. Nothing should reach my heart. Just hurt me the outside. Yes. Beat me. Do what you want.
But
Tell me with my head. But the heart. So I pray a prayer of resisting the weapons reaching my heart. I tell God, guard my heart. Guard my heart. Yeah. And that is how God has helped me to overcome all this.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are there and you have even given up on waiting upon the Lord just because someone offended you, just because someone hurt you, just because things are not working out. Now tonight we have got a secret. You are challenged tonight. We are challenged tonight that we need to pray. A great ministration tonight that it is not that person offending you. That person is just being used by the devil as the tool.
Yeah.
See beyond the person who is doing that.
Yes.
Wow. That's great wisdom. May
you.
God really help us, even as youths, so that we will be very keen on that. I can see then our time is also far much spent. But just before we finish, maybe on this matter of waiting upon the Lord, we have really talked about a lot.
Yeah.
And maybe you want to tell a youth outside there that even if you forget everything we have talked about, when it comes to waiting upon the Lord, remember this. Can you give us a parting shot on that?
Okay, the Bible says from the book of Luke 18:11 that don't give up. It talks of not giving up in this life. Because for sure, the life that we are living, there are potholes, there are valleys, there are what, and we have to pass and move up to the point of destiny, point of success, where God has predestined for us. You see?
Yeah.
And therefore, you cannot miss all these potholes and everything, you cannot miss all these challenges. But I want just to tell a youth outside there that don't give up in waiting upon the Lord, but persist in prayer. Call unto Him. Love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with your everything, and the Lord will bless you.
Wow.
Amen.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has been such a wonderful encounter, a wonderful ministration this night that we just can't afford to give up. We need to wait and wait and
Yeah.
wait and
Yeah.
wait upon the Lord. Giving up is not our portion. So I pray that God will help us to wait upon him patiently until he comes through for us.
Yeah.
So keep trusting, keep waiting upon the Lord. God bless you. God keep you. Till next week, same time, same place. Have a week full of patience as you wait upon the Lord. I've been your host, Venancy Khisa. Have a blessed night.
I want to say this. Parents are running away from their own sons and daughters. And these children are growing in some sort of vacuum because